Hello my dear students, welcome back to my class. This is Shivani, your English teacher. Students, today we are going to complete this chapter, and today I will be explaining you the question answers of this poem. So let's start today's video. So the first question is, answer these questions with reference to context. So in the first question, different lines are given from the poem. We have to read these lines and we have to give answers related to these questions. So the first statement is, leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still. Leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. ठीक है, leaned over किसने lean किया? ट्रैवलर ने. किसकी eyes में देखा उसने? Horse की. Okay, so the grey eyes are referred here for the horse. Where stood perplexed and still. Who was standing there perplexed and still? Both the traveler and the horse. So the first question is, who leaned over and looked into his grey eyes? So the poet leaned over and looked into his horse's grey eyes. Question number second, why was he perplexed? He was perplexed because no one answered the door. Next, whose eyes are being referred to here? किसकी आंखों के बारे में बात हुआ है? Just now I have told you that the eyes of the horse is being referred to here, which is grey. Why was he still? Why was the traveler still there? The visitor stood perplexed and still because he was waiting for someone to answer the door. He was in the state of confusion and shock because traveler was standing there for a long time, okay, and when he reached there he knocked at the door and he expected an answer, but unfortunately he did not receive any answer, where he got confused because he was feeling that somebody was inside. He could feel the presence of somebody inside the house. So he thought that if somebody is inside the house, why is he not giving me any response? Next statement, but only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then. But only a host of phantom listeners. So the word host is referred for the listeners who are phantom listeners, okay, and that dwelt in the lone house then. Question number 1, where were the listeners? ये जो listeners थे ये कहाँ पर थे? The listeners were inside the house. So the answer is the listeners were in the house. What did the listeners do? ये जो listeners थे ये क्या कर रहे थे? So when I was explaining you the poem, I told you that these listeners were standing inside the house, okay, making a group, and they were just listening to the call of the traveler. They were not giving any reply to the traveler. They just kept listening to the visitor standing at the door. They did not receive or come out. Next, what does the word host suggest about the listeners? So ये जो word है host, ये यहाँ पर listeners के लिए क्यों लिखा गया है, क्या suggest करता है, ये पूछा गया है. So बेटा मैं आपको पहले ही ये चीज़ बता दूं कि होस्ट होता क्या है. जैसे अगर कोई आपके घर में आता है, ठीक है, आप उसको वेलकम करते हो. वाई डू यू वेलकम दोज पीपल? बिकॉज यू आर द इनहेबिटेंट्स ऑफ योर हाउस. आप अपने हाउस में रहने वाले एक मेंबर हो, आप एक फैमिली मेंबर हो. तो अगर कोई आपके यहाँ आता है तो आप उस घर के होस्ट हो जाते हो, ठीक है. आप लोगों को बुलाते हो, वेलकम करते हो, ड्रिंक्स सर्व करते हो, बैठने के लिए ऑफर करते हो. सो सिमिलरली जब हम कहीं जाते हैं, जो हमें वेलकम करता है, हमारी खातिरदारी करता है, वो होता है हमारा होस्ट. सो उस घर में होस्ट कौन था? उस घर में सिंपल सी बात है कि होस्ट जो थे वो फैंटम लिसनर्स थे. क्यों थे? क्योंकि वो उस घर के इनहेबिटेंट्स थे, मेंबर्स थे. इट सजेस्ट दैट दे वर द इनहेबिटेंट्स इन द हाउस. नेक्स्ट, व्हाई डिडंट द लिसनर्स आंसर? ये जो लिसनर्स थे इन्होंने आंसर क्यों नहीं दिया? ओके, लेट मी जस्ट टेल यू दैट व्हेन आई वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग यू द पोएम, at that time also I have told you that there are few questions in the poem which are left unanswered. Okay, पोएम में कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हैं जिनका आंसर पोइट ने अभी तक दिया ही नहीं है. सो फॉर दैट what I feel, I'm telling you. If you feel anything, any other thing, you can also write that. Okay, ये मेरा ओपिनियन है कि ऐसा चीज़ रही होगी. सो लिसनर्स ने आंसर क्यों नहीं दिया? दिस इज़ व्हाट आई फील. The listeners didn't answer because probably, I have written probably because I'm not sure, they did not like to talk to strangers, or probably there were no listeners inside the house. So I feel कि दो ही रीज़न हो सकता है जिसकी वजह से listeners ने आंसर नहीं दिया. First reason could be that they did not like to talk to strangers, और second reason could be that there were no listeners inside the house. Probably that was just an imagination of the poet. ऐसा कुछ हो ही ना, हो सकता है ये सारे जो फैंटम लिसनर्स एंड ऑल दैट ये सब सिर्फ पोइट की इमेजिनेशन हो. लास्ट, stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the word of men. So for whom word of men is being used here? Yes, it's used for the human beings who stood listening. So phantom listeners stood listening. Okay, the phantom listeners were inside the house and they were just standing there and they were listening to the travelers call. Who was being heard? किसकी आवाज़ों को सुन रहे थे वो लोग? The man at the door of the house was being heard. He was knocking the door. अच्छा बेटा, आप लोग the man at the door of the house नहीं लिखने के बजाय और क्या लिख सकते हो? आप लोग ये भी लिख सकते हो कि the traveler was being heard. Okay, or the poet was being heard. He was knocking at the door. Question number 3. What does the word of the men mean? So if you remember, when I was explaining you the poem also, I told you at that time that the word of men here is used for the human beings. क्योंकि ये एक नॉर्मल सी बात होगी कि जब भी वहाँ पे word of men आते होंगे, कोई भी ह्यूमन बींग्स आते होंगे, वो लोग ऐसे ही डोर को नॉक करते होंगे और ये लिसनर जो है वो बस आवाज़ें सुनते रहते होंगे, रिस्पॉन्स नहीं देते होंगे. ठीक है. Okay, which other word is referred to in these lines? यहाँ पे एक और दुनिया की बात की गई है. वो किस दुनिया की बात की गई है? ओके, एक दुनिया तो वो है जिसमें हम लोग रहते हैं, नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स रहते हैं. ठीक है. यहाँ पर एक दुनिया की और बात की गई है जो कि है फैंटम्स एंड घोस्ट्स की. सो द वर्ड ऑफ फैंटम एंड घोस्ट्स आर बीइंग रेफर्ड टू हियर. Okay, so this was it about the reference to context. Now move to the answer these questions. Now here are the subjective questions, I mean detailed questions. What is the setting of the poem? Poem की जो setting है वो क्या है? So the setting of the poem is a moonlit evening at a dwelling in a forest. The tone is serious and the atmosphere is eerie. Eerie means mysterious, scary. So ये poem की आपकी setting है. जो poem की setting है वो एक forest में की गई है. जो poem को कहने का तरीका है वो बहुत ही serious है और जो पूरा atmosphere, पूरा scenario है वो बहुत ही scary लगता है. Next question. What did the traveler do when he reached the house? So what was the first thing that the traveler do when he reached the house? When he reached the house, he knocked at the moonlit door. So the traveler knocked at the moonlit door when he reached the house. Question number 3. What is the atmosphere of the poem? How is it developed? अभी अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि पोएम का एटमॉस्फेयर क्या था. अब यहाँ पे एक और क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि वो डेवलप कैसे हुआ. सो वी विल राइट इट स्टेप बाय स्टेप कि क्या क्या चीज़ें होती गई, कैसे कैसे वो जो एटमॉस्फेयर है वो डेवलप होता गया पोएम का, स्कैरी वाला. सो द एटमॉस्फेयर ऑफ द पोएम इज eerie and full of mystery. ठीक है. इट इज़ अ मूनलिट नाइट. द सेटिंग ऑफ द पोएम इज इन अ फॉरेस्ट. जो सेटिंग है पोएम की वो एक फॉरेस्ट है. ठीक है. एज द ट्रैवलर नॉक्स एट द डोर, साइलेंस इज द आंसर टू हिज कॉल. जैसे ही ट्रैवलर ने नॉक किया उसको एक साइलेंस मिला आंसर के तौर पे. अ बर्ड फ्लाइज आउट ऑफ द विंडो अबव हिज हेड. जो बर्ड थी वो विंडो से उड़ती उड़ती उसके सर से फ्लाई करते हुए चली गई. ही नॉक्स एट द डोर अगेन बट देयर इज़ नो आंसर अगेन. द ट्रैवलर स्टैंड्स देयर इन द कन्फ्यूजन. और इतनी सारी चीज़ें होते होते पोएम का जो एटमॉस्फेयर है वो पूरा कैसा हो गया, बहुत ही स्कैरी हो गया. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. Why did no one answer the traveler's call? Now this answer I have already given in the reference to context, but here we will drag our answer a little bit more क्योंकि ये detailed answer है तो थोड़ा सा drag कर देते हैं हम अपने answer को. The house was inhabited by some phantom listeners who preferred to keep inside the house. When the traveler knocks at the door twice, no one answers. Perhaps there are no people inside the house, but just phantom ghosts who are silent listeners. Okay. Question number 5th. What message did the traveler leave behind before he left the house? So traveler ने वो घर पे जाने से पहले, उस घर को छोड़ने से पहले, अपना रास्ता कंटिन्यू करने से पहले क्या मैसेज दिया था हाउस के ओनर के लिए? So the traveler left a message for the inhabitants of the house that whoever was listening to his call or knock at the door should inform the others that he came and that he fulfilled his promise, but no one answered. उसने कहा कि मैं यहाँ आया था, मैंने अपना प्रॉमिस पूरा किया, मैंने बहुत आवाज़ें दी, पर किसी ने मुझे रिस्पॉन्स नहीं दिया. Question number 6. How do the lines on the bird and the horse contribute to the effect of the poem? So in the explanation video you can see that I have told you that ये जो bird का, horse का और darkness का, forest का, इको करने का, ये सब रेफरेंस दिया हुआ है, ये सारी चीज़ों का एक्सप्रेशन दिया हुआ है सिर्फ इसलिए ताकि ये पोएम में एक डर और एक मिस्ट्री क्रिएट की जा सके. ठीक है. सो दे एड एन एलिमेंट ऑफ मिस्ट्री, स्पूकीनेस एंड eerie to the story. Last question. Read these lines from the poem. And he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry. Did the listeners answer the traveler? क्या लिसनर्स ने ट्रैवलर को आंसर दिया, ट्रैवलर के कॉल का रिप्लाई किया? सो लेट मी जस्ट टेल यू दैट इन द पोएम के हिसाब से नहीं दिया. ठीक है, लिसनर्स ने कोई जवाब नहीं दिया ट्रैवलर को, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू द पोएट एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द पोएम द लिसनर्स आंसर द ट्रैवलर्स कॉल विद देयर साइलेंस. ठीक है, क्यों? अपने साइलेंस से उन्होंने कैसे जवाब दिया? क्योंकि जो ट्रैवलर था उसको ये फील हो रहा था, ही कुड फील द प्रेजेंस ऑफ समबडी इनसाइड द हाउस. ठीक है, दो देयर वाज नोबडी हु गेव देम रिप्लाई, देयर वाज नोबडी हु actually gave him any reply, but he could feel that there was somebody inside the house, so they gave him reply in the form of silence. So again we have done the chapter, we are done with this chapter. Here is the summary of the listeners. Once again I'll just revise this summary to recall you the whole poem. An unnamed figure, the traveler, knocks on the door of a house in the moonlight and asks if there is anyone inside. The traveler's horse grazes in the quiet forest while the traveler waits for a response. A bird flies out of a small tower on the house and over the traveler's head. The traveler knocks again, more forcefully, and repeats his question that is there anybody there? No one comes down from the house to meet him. However, no one even leans out of the window, the sill of which is covered in leaves, to look at him. He stands in the place, puzzled by the lack of an answer. Inside the house is a group of ghostly beings. These listeners stand in the moonlight as they listen to the human voice coming from outside. The ghostly beings crowd around the staircase onto which moonlight streaks. As the quiet atmosphere is empty, house is disturbed by the sound of the traveler's lonely voice. Outside, the traveler senses a strange presence in the silence that meets his question. His horse, undisturbed, continues to graze in the dark forest. The sky above full of stars and obscured by trees, the traveler suddenly beats on the door once again, even more loudly than before. He then calls out, asking whoever is listening to pass on a message that no one answered him when he came the house, but he kept his promise. Okay, so we are done with this chapter. If you feel that there is any question related to this chapter, feel free to ask me in the comment section. So we will meet up again in the next video with another chapter, another topic. Till then, take care and stay safe.